Ladies and gentlemen, today with hearts brimming with pride and anticipation, we gather to celebrate the Silver Jubilee of Nagaland University Students' Union Lumami under the theme Legacy of Excellence 25 Years of Triumph. We reflect on our journey, let's celebrate, and envision a future step in brilliance. Honorable Chief Guest Dr. S.D. Jamir, Padma Bhushan recipient, esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor Jagdish K. Patnaik, distinguished guests, special invitees, members of Nagaland University Teaching Association and Nagaland University Non-Teaching Staff Association, Lumami, alumni, research scholars, and fellow students.
It is with great honor and privilege that we welcome each one of you to this special gathering, and we extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our guests and invitees for joining us on this momentous occasion. This celebration is a testament to our unwavering spirit, a legacy that transcends time and echoes across generations. As we stand here, let us honor the past, embrace the present, and chart a course toward a future where excellence knows no bounds.
As we commence our celebrations, may I request the Jubilee choirs to lead us all in singing the university song. Shall we all rise to our feet? All be seated.
As we approach this celebratory inauguration, it is only fitting that we seek the divine's benevolent grace. May I now call upon Mr. Yang Lopongan, Associate Pastor, Mabukchung Town Baptist Arago, to lead us in a prayer of thanksgiving.
Shall we all look to the Lord in prayer? Most gracious Heavenly Father, today as we come together in this manner, our hearts are full of thanksgiving and full of adoration for who you are. You are our guide, you are our master, our redeemer. You are the beginning and the end, the Alpha and Omega. You are our Savior. Lord, we give you thanks and honor your name. Heavenly Father, as we come together today to celebrate the Silver Jubilee of NUSU Lumami, Lord, on this day, all we could remember are not only our achievements and what we have done, but on this day, we remember your faithfulness, your grace, your guidance, and your protection. For all these, Lord, on this occasion, our hearts are full of thanksgiving and gratitude for what you have done on our lives. Lord Heavenly Father, our hearts are full of thanksgiving for all the experiences, for all the journey that we have trod, for the friendship formed, for the success that you have given us, for all the sweet experiences and all the good memories during the years as we stayed together in this campus, for different stages of leadership, for all the achievements, and for all the successes that you have bestowed upon us. Lord, I pray that, Lord, you bless this union with continued strength and unity among us. Be with each and every one of us. Guide us and you lead us. Help us always to reflect on what you have done on our lives. Lord, you guide us in our endeavors. You give us your wisdom and knowledge, and always help us to cherish the goodness that you have done upon us. As we reflect on all the blessings on the past that you have showered to us, and as we continue to look forward for all the promises that you have bestowed upon us in our futures. Lord Heavenly Father, with this gratitude and with this hope and expectation, we come together to celebrate of your goodness. Lord, as we continue with this program, Lord, we ask for your blessing upon us. Be with all the participants. Use and speak in a very special way that, Lord Heavenly Father, are coming together as we celebrate. This program will be a meaningful one for every one of us. Especially, Lord, we thank you so much for giving us our leader, Dr. S. Chamir, on this occasion, not only the grace, but as he shares some word of inspiration to us. Lord, may his word be a deep wisdom for every person gathered here. Lord, I commit this time and the entire program into your mighty loving care. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
To commence what promises to be an enlightening morning, may I call upon Mr. Kotai, President of Nagaland University Students' Union Lumami, to set the tone for today's proceedings with a welcome address.
Good morning, one and all. Jubilee greetings from the office of the Nagaland University Students Union Lumami to each and everyone present here today. Taking this time, I would like to welcome our chief guest, the Honorable Dr. S.E. Jamir, who is not only a dignified and visionary leader in our land, but also played a significant role in laying the foundation of our university. Sir, it is an honor to have you with us today. Your presence had meant this to our Honorable Chancellor, Professor Jagdish Kumar Patnaik. Sir, thank you for your continued support and endearing guidance all this time. It is always a pleasure to have you in our midst. We are glad you could join us as we also would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our Sir Sri C. Apok Jamir, former Member of Parliament and ex-MLA, who despite of his busy schedule has graciously consented to be here with us. You're warmly welcome. A warm welcome to the Deans of Social Sciences, Dean of Sciences, HODs, and professors of the various departments. We also express our sincere gratitude to our Registrar in Charge and Finance Officer, Controller of Examination, and to all the administrative officials. We also extend our warm greetings to the NSF officials, AKM President and his colleagues, former President, and to all the alumni who have traveled from afar and wide to be a part of this auspicious occasion. Lastly, but not the least, I extend my warm greetings to the landowners, distinguished guests, university officials, research scholars, and students for coming and gracing this occasion with your warm presence. Today's celebration marks God's faithfulness and the sweat and tears of the past and present family members of the NUSU. As I stand here today, I'm truly humbled to have received this privilege among many who deserve to be in my place. To see this day during my time is truly a blessing that I cannot fathom. I'm blessed that I'm a witness of this glorious milestone. I also take this opportunity to express my sincere and deepest gratitude to my fellow executives who have been standing by my side from the beginning, rendering their best support towards me as well as towards the success of this program. Taking into consideration the time constraints, the academic pressure, and other responsibilities we have had to shoulder this program by God's grace. My team and I are truly grateful for lending a helping hand towards us throughout the process, and to all the individuals and the authorities for making this program a successful. My highest respect to all the former leaders, each of whose name I cannot mention in person, and members, and those who have sadly left before us, and we could not see the dawn of this day. The reason behind today's grand celebration, seeing the daylight, is because of the tireless efforts and contribution of everyone in the university, starting from the professors who have been involved in various aspects to the fullest of their capability. I cannot thank everyone who has been working enough behind the curtains enough. From a humble beginning, Nagaland University Students' Union started off as a postgraduate students' council (PGSC) as per the NU Act under Statute 41 on 23rd November 1997 under the chairmanship of Dr. Lanu Susa, the then HOD of Department of Geography, with 105 students as members initially. It was in the year 1999 when PGSE changed its nomenclature to Postgraduate Students Union, PGSU. In the same year, the term union replaced council to signify that the students' body was for the good of the students' community, in particularly, and the university as a whole. In its initial stage, the authorities were not very supportive of the existence of the students' union, and therefore the latter had to cross many hurdles to carry on its work. Besides that, there were a handful of students who were not like-minded with the majority. But as the union continued to strive for the welfare of the students and presented the student community, when it came to bringing up issues before the authorities, it gained momentum and became an integral part of the university. NUSU, as it exists today, is the brainchild of our former leaders who, have, who were visionaries and sowed seeds so that the upcoming generations could reap the harvest. Today, the NUSU continues to be the representative of the opinions of the students and tries its best to uplift the student community despite the shortcomings and the difficulties we have had to face along the way. As much as today is a day of celebration, let this be a day of reconciliation between each one of us. Along the journey, I'm sure as we walk together, there must have been instances where we have crossed swords, knowingly or unknowingly. I pray that we will close our old wounds and let our past experiences only be a source of learning and growth. From this day onwards, I hope we can forge together towards a better future, continuing to work hand in hand in a spirit of unity and brotherhood in achieving common goals. With God's blessing upon us, we have had many former members of the NUSU who have achieved great heights and whose achievements continue to inspire us today. Their hard work and perseverance have proved to us that no dream is too big to come true. Indeed, you all are the trophies of the Students' Union and as well as the university as a whole. Nestled in the middle of the hills, the Nagaland University life has brought its own share of struggles. Nevertheless, we are continued to be driven by our thirst and hunger for knowledge. Above all else, from our Vice Chancellor to the deans to the professors to the staffs, they all have taken us under their wings and made us feel safe and secure no matter how far we are from home. It is said that it takes a village to raise a child, and surely we have a whole village to take care of us here. And to the authorities, it is my plea that you will continue to never turn your blind eye and a deaf ear to the concerns of your students, as you have all been doing till then. It is my plea that you will continue to work with the Students' Union hand in hand to take our university forward. This is so much, there is so much we can do together. It is my prayer and hope that our successors in the days to come will continue this legacy and even write better stories than us. I pray that they will not be driven by the selfish ulterior motives, but rather possess the spirit of bring change for the better and with a mind that thinks beyond and a love for others beyond tribe, color, and religion. We turn just 25 today, and yet we cannot count the blessings we have received through various channels. In the years to come, when we reach another milestone, I hope and pray that we will have more blessings to come and many more to say. May NUSU continue to prosper and live long. May it continue to be the voice of the voiceless and a thread that binds all together, irrespective of who we are and where we come from. Long live Nagaland University Students Union Lumami. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come here today to celebrate the Silver Jubilee of the Nagaland University Students Union Lumami, I would also like to take this time in honoring the lives of our dear friends who are not here with us today. So I request everyone to stand on your feet. And before we go for a moment of silence, I would just like to say this. You made a grand entry and you left your mark. You have touched our lives and we treasure the brief spell we so fortunately shared. We remember you. Let's all take a moment of silence. Amen. You can kindly take it. Thank you all. Sit back and enjoy the program.
Thank you, Mr. President, for your gracious welcome and the obituary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to take this time to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our honored guests and dignitaries for gracing us with their presence. May I call upon Professor P. Kilangla Jamir, former Dean of Students' Welfare, to do us the honor of presenting. May I also request our esteemed guests to rise and accept the presentation as I read out the names. First, we have our chief guest, Honorable Dr. S.C. Jamir, Padma Bhushan recipient, former Chief Minister of Nagaland and former Governor of Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Odisha. Sir, I kindly request you to rise and receive the presentation. Thank you, sir. Next, we have our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Jagadish K. Patnaik. May I also request our esteemed guest, Sri C. Apok Jamir, former Member of Parliament and ex-MLA, to rise and receive the presentation. Thank you, sir. Next, our special guest, Mr. Yang Lobongan, Associate Pastor, Magukchung Town Baptist Argo, who is also the composer of our Nagaland University song. Mr. Chibalim Lachang, our former NUSU president, batch of 2017. Dr. E. Benritang Peten, Head of Department of Political Science, Fazal Ali College, Mukokchung. Mr. Huska Sumi, the first president of the union. Mr. Temjen Toshi, Educational Secretary, Naga Students. And last but not the least, Mr. Lanatoshi Ayer, President Ao Kakechir Mungdang. Let's all give a big round of applause. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all.
In recognition of the invaluable guidance and significant contributions made by the members of the Nagaland University Teaching Association and Non-Teaching Staff Association Lumami towards the establishment of the Nagaland University Students Union Lumami, may I now invite Professor Deepak Sinha, President NUTA ELT, and Sri Visakyu Sangchang, General Secretary NUTSA ELT, to share with us their wisdom and reflections. Sir, you may both take your time, one after the other.
Silver Jubilee greetings to all. Honorable Chief Guest, Padma Bhushan, Dr. S. T. Jamir, former Chief Minister of Nagaland, former Governor of Odisha, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Goa, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Jagdish K. Patnaik, Honorable C. Apuk Jamir, former MP and former MLA, Register, Dean Students Welfare, my teacher colleagues, university officials, staff, President and executive members of Nagaland University Students Union, NUNSA Secretary, our alumni, today I could see some of our alumni here, our alumni, Mr. Utsa Sumi, the first president of NUSU, Dr. Patton, the first batch from political science, Mr. Chumanla Cham from chemistry, NSF Education Secretary, and my dear students. A very good morning to all. At the outset, I'd like to congratulate the NUSU for successfully completing 25 years of existence. In fact, it's a proud moment for all of us, and especially for some of us who have been working in the university since. Since it's a 25 years of celebration, I thought I'll just share some of my thoughts. When we started, as our president was telling, when we started the Students' Union Council, then it became a Students' Union, Postgraduate Students' Union. So in the beginning, we hired some buildings in Mokokchung town, and the students used to stay there, and all the students, the staff used to travel from Mokokchung. And then I think in the year probably beginning of 2000 actually, some students agreed to shift to the campus. Still now we are complaining about the campus, but then during those days there was nothing in the campus. So heads up to those students, 2020 they agreed and shifted to the campus, especially some boys students. And the students I like to say, the present Kuchiki hostel was known as Genesis, I think, during those days. So they shifted to Genesis. So other day I was talking to our first batch students, who was also warden of that hostel actually. He happens to be a chemistry student, Dr. Toka. He works in Pondicherry University. So I was not very sure, like how actually the water was, like how they have managed the water. So he explained me. Yesterday I was talking to him. He told me when they shifted here, down there Kuchiki hostel, I think the students has volunteered to dug one, pond. And then they went to the engineering section and asked the engineering section for some financial assistance because during those days there was nothing. So engineering section has probably given 2,000 rupees to the students and purchased one BCR. And during those days BCRs were common. They used to play BCR movies and all these things in the hostel, and that's how they started. So I think at this occasion, we should like to, the teacher association would like to acknowledge the students, sacrifice and reach the campus. Today we have a lovely, beautiful campus, because of this initiative. So I'd like to, I'd like to request all of us to give a round of applause to those students. Like I have been fortunate enough to work with the students in the different positions. Like I've been a warden, I was a students' welfare, and also I was a dean students' welfare of Nagaland University for some time. Uh, as students was mentioning, like there are different aspects of the students functioning. Normally, when you talk about the students' union, you are talking about mostly the students' cultural program, the sports program. But I'd like to touch 2-3 points, which has touched me, when I was working with the students very closely. Like when I was a dean students welfare, there was a, during that particular year, there was a crisis for the students accommodation. The vice chancellor told me to go for more students. So when I was talking to the students union, I had a meeting with them, came up with an idea. So why not those who are 4 students? So I was a little bit surprised actually. Normally in other places it's very difficult, like from the students that day. So I like to say that particular point, like how our students are gradually. The second point I like to say, I have been working as an IQSC director. Recently we have our NEC accreditation. So one of the component is like whether there's an anti-ragging is going on or not, or the sexual harassment or the women's safety. So in fact, there was nothing actually. There's no anti-ragging. There's no ragging happened in the university since I have been working in the university since 1998. And when government of India is making so much policies on the ragging and all these things, we should be proud our students, which is something unique of our university. We should take pride on this actually. In fact, the acting was a little bit, they're not convinced, they're not very sure. They asked me, are you sure there's no, or you are hiding? Exception, we don't have all these things. So these 2 points have specifically touched me actually. So I wanted to share today on this platform. And also, in my speech, the small information or the small story. When I was a dean students welfare, 2015 to 16, the president during those days, Mr. Chopike Sumi, used to come to me regularly and said, "Sir, what are the things we should do for our union?" So I have advised 3 things to him. I was telling him, I told him, because people should know from which university you belong actually. But somehow he was not very convinced. He said, "Okay, sir, I'll see." He was not very convinced, half convinced type. And coincidentally, he went for a program to Delhi where all the university students union was there actually. So everybody was asked to speak something. So people from JNU came, JNU Students Union, Delhi University Students Union, Guwahati University, everybody there. Then when our president was speaking, he spoke as PGSU, Nagaland University. Immediately he came back to Delhi. He came to my room. Sir, what you told is correct. I think we're going to change our PGSU. So I am very happy. I have been a part of that and PGSU. So with this, I want to close my speech. At the end, I like to thank the organizing committee to give us time. And on behalf of the teachers, I like to wish Students Union all the best. We are there. Anything you require in future, association is still there. Let's enjoy the celebration. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. S. Jammer, Padma Bhushan Awardee, former Chief Minister of Nagaland and former Governor of Odisha, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Goa, respected Professor J.K. Patnaik, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Nagaland University, all statutory officers, my senior officers, all former NUSU leaders, invitees, dignitaries on the dais, President NUSU and his colleagues, all the students and ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I bring warm greetings on behalf of the Nagaland University Non-Teaching Staffs Association to one and all present in this celebration of Silver Jubilee of NUSU Lumami. It is indeed a moment of pride, great joy and pride for the student fraternity of Nagaland University Lumami. I'm greatly honored and delighted to be here to acknowledge, applaud, and convey my appreciation to NUSU for organizing such a remarkable program. I extend my heartiest congratulations to the President and his on reaching this milestone of Silver Jubilee. Jubilee is a celebration of success, and success comes in unique ways to each one of us. There is no two journey alike. Each one of us defines success in our own terms. For some, it is ensuring the well-being of themselves. For others, success means the exciting moment of tossing their graduation caps up in the air. But as for today's program, it would mean to me success in a bigger form because it encompasses the success of every NU Lumami family, including those pioneers, alumni, faculties, the officers, the non-teaching staff, and the present students of the university as a whole. On completing 25 years of persistence in the pursuit of excellence, this we can consider as just one of those grand milestones that our university is entrusted with in its objectives. In order to achieve the goals, a lot more collective effort and attention is required by way of continuous self-evolution, so as to bring in continuous overall improvement. Let this shared responsibility be embraced by everyone, and let it be our formidable weapon in our pursuit in ensure that university sees progress in every aspect. Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Subhash Chandra Bose loved the youth and had great faith in the youth because they believe that the younger generation will lead the country in the future. Today's youth are tomorrow's hope for our people, our land, and our nation. So today I want to challenge the student community, the young, the intelligent, and the energetic group of our people to lead a life becoming of your responsibility as a future leader of future nation builder. Let us not be confined to all the gliders of this present world. Remember, tomorrow's world lies in your hand. May the loving God bless all present here. I wish annuation of Silver Jubilee. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sina and Sri Bisakyu Samtam. Your words hold great value to us.
Securing the runners-up title in the 37th All India University National Western Group Song Competition held in Punjab, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present to you the enthralling voices of Nagaland University.
Hello, hello, check. Hello,
Hello, check, check.
hello, check. Hello,
Hello.
check.
Hello, hello.
Hello, check. Hello.
captivating performance. We were truly mesmerized by melodious and harmonious voices, which have added more joy to the event.
To enrich our celebration with wisdom and guidance, I have the honor of inviting our Vice Chancellor, Professor Jagdish K. Patnaik, to deliver the Jubilee address. Sir, you may come and take your time.
Good morning. Thank you. Respected Dr. S.C. Jamir, Padma Bhushan Awardee, former Chief Minister, former Governor of Odisha, Maharashtra, Goa, Gujarat, Junior Jamir, former MLA, former MP, and the rightful or worthy son of Dr. Jamir, in charge registrar, deans, former deans, Mr. Khatoi, the President's Students' Union, Khatoi, huh? They're laughing at me. I love the boy, that's why I'm telling. Khatoi, very good name. My dear teachers, my dear students, staff, members of media, I'm very happy and proud to be part of this celebration. As the President Students Union said, one milestone has been crossed. In his speech, he spoke about the hardship that the student community had to undergo in the course of the journey to reach to this stage. I was listening to him very patiently and very carefully. The wordings that he had used were very much touching. In any institution's life, in the beginning, there would be so many teething troubles. The child, when grows, obviously it has to tumble down, stand up, move, crawl. But now the time has come for you to run. You are a youth of 25 years. I am addressing not to an individual. I am not addressing to the group, but to the whole of student community of Nagaland University, as well as the entire Nagaland state. Because all the students who are studying in colleges in Nagaland are part of Nagaland University. You should remember this. The undergraduate students, they are part of Nagaland students. So I address to you all that the state of Nagaland has also reached the stage of youth. In the beginning, we had a lot of teething problems in the formation of the state. But now the state is young, dynamic, and effervescent, and moving fast. Under the dynamic leadership of the senior statesmen of Nagaland, like Dr. Jamir and others. The state, even he is in his 90s, he has been guiding, advising the people of Nagaland to come out of the difficult years. I had a meeting with him when I joined here as a Vice Chancellor, I look at him as not only as a senior statesman, but as my governor. Because he was governor of Odisha, I would say that he was my governor. And I took an appointment and had a conversation with him for more than 1.5 hours in his residence. And we discussed so many things. And he gave me his his own writings, books. You will not believe, in 3 days' time, I completed all the books that he gave to me. I know from his autobiography what kind of difficulties this state of Nagaland had to undergo. Now the time is not that. The time is different. You people are the most fortunate generation. The hardship that earlier generation had to undergo, you are now getting the fruits out of their hard labor. Nagaland is moving ahead. So does the university. The narratives, the misconceptions, the conflictual situations that we have faced are passé, are history. Now, not a single young Naga would like to tread the path that earlier generation had to go through. Peace has prevailed here. And look at the way we are getting the dividends. Nagaland University is the testimony of the fruits of peace and labor. And I am very happy and fortunate again today to see the person who put his hand for the creation of this university is present today. I thank the Students' Union for having invited Honorable Dr. Jamir, who was responsible for having this university in this setup. Not only that, not only in Lumami that he was responsible for that, but for the creation of Nagaland University, his contribution we have to recognize and reckon with. He was a visionary. He is a visionary. He was visionary and he is a visionary and he will continue to be a visionary and guide the people of Nagaland. When I was going through his autobiography, I was so much touched. The contribution, the difficulties, the conflict that he faced boldly, which I require all of you to emulate and imbibe. I don't remember the name of the book, sir, but that book everybody should read. Every Naga youth should read his book, his autobiography. And interestingly, the chapters dealing with his initial years from St. Scottish Church and his travels to Allahabad as a student and how he managed, and after that how in Nehru's cabinet he was the political secretary to Nehru, and how as a diplomat he is not just a politician, he worked as a diplomat of India, went to the United Nations. He is the pride of the Naga people. He is pride of India. He is pride of Odisha. Because I belong to that state, I always relate him to my state. Friends, India is a country now which has reached 5th in terms of economic growth. It will reach the 3rd position in terms of economic growth. India's reach has been enormous in the international arena. And we in Nagaland, how much do we have our share in that growth story? how much we can have our contribution to the growth story. And Nagaland University, the epitome of that growth. We have the dividend of the youngest nation, and we have to make the dividend fruitful and powerful to make India one of the leading nations in the Committee of Nations. I am really happy that we are conscious of our limitations. That's what I get to know from the difficult years we pass through, and we know the challenges we have. And I would exhort upon the student community to strive for excellence. To me, excellence is not a destination. To me, excellence is a journey. It is an endless journey until you reach one excellence, then another excellence. The bar goes up and up until the last breath. We have to achieve and go through the process of excellence. For me, it is a process. Before me, incidentally, before I came to this dais, incidentally, the group song that our students sang, they had the runners-up at the national level. Nagaland University students are making right noises at the national level. Last year, our students made noises in the Parliament, Central Hall of the Parliament. This year, they made noise in the cultural domain. Our students are making mark in the arena of sports. One of our students has also today got into the civil service. We should have a round of applause for Mr. Chuba for having achieved that distinction. Mr. Chuba is here. He will speak after I speak, I think. Or I don't know. I was so glad when he came yesterday, met me, because I'm a student of political science. I also wrote civil service examination. Don't think that I didn't. I qualified thrice and failed last. This is a kind of feeling of, deficit. I would say that why not our students get into UPSC? 3 months back, we allocated to each library 1.5 lakh rupees annually to be spent for the purchase of books. And I tell you all my students, please do visit the library. Please check whether the books procured by the people of library people rather, they are relevant to you or not. If they are not of the right edition, then please straight away walk into my office and talk to me. And I will see that whatever relevant materials that you need will be definitely provided to you. You can talk to Mr. Chuba, who is also coaching earlier. What are the relevant materials that we need to procure for our library? I request the librarian, Mr. Bere, I saw him. Yeah. Please be in touch with these people. Get the best books for my students. And next year, I want to see my students get at least 4 or 5 of them into UPSC. In the realm of research, yesterday I had a meeting of all the performers, I never say achievers for my teachers. If I say achievers, they will sit on my head. So they are those who are making right kind of contribution in the field of research. Yesterday I had a lengthy meeting spanning 2.5 hours discussing about the ecosystem that we should create so that we will have the best research output. You'll be amazed to know, my dear friends, I should not take the credit, but I am feeling so proud to tell you that after I assumed here, I have been trying my level best to change the research ecosystem in Nagaland University, so much so that the number of publications have now doubled or tripled. Tripled means not just in 1 year. It has tripled from the, in terms of if last 5 years to count and last year's contribution, our teachers have published such number of publications. And Nagaland University of course got B+. I'm not so impressed and so happy and excited about that grade. I was telling to the Honorable MP, former MP, that next time we are going to go for definitely A, then nobody can stop us. Next year, nobody can stop us from reaching in the NRF ranking, because we are trying to transform the not only the research ecosystem, but the entire ecosystem of teaching, learning, and innovation, so much so that we will be definitely making a mark at the national level. I feel that I have spoken about what I'm supposed to speak in terms of my message, that students, teachers, and my dear friends, please contribute your might, and this Vice Chancellor is always behind you, not in front of you, behind you, and you will be at the forefront of the performance that Nagaland University would do, and whatever possible, I am prepared to accede to your needs and requirements, not demands. Student of political science, you know that difference between demands and needs and requirements. This year we have decided to support research students uh, to visit laboratories or to send their samples to different laboratories, that is the right word, and we are prepared to reimburse that. We have also decided that those students who make paper presentations for research, even MSc students, remember MSc students, I want you to write papers and attend seminars and conferences outside Northeast, not inside Northeast. Get out of this. Well, there is a story that well and frog, and sitting in Northeast, we think that this is the world. No. Bharat is a big country, and you are a citizen of that big country. Go and present your papers, and I am going to reimburse your rail fare. Yesterday we decided that. Yesterday we took so many important decisions to facilitate our research ecosystem and transform our innovation and research process. So, excellence in 25 years, no. It is endless. Please proceed with your mantra of success and excellence. When you excel, you succeed. And success will come to you without any hurdles, any difficulties. Because your goal should be to excel in your life. in whatever station of life you are in. Now, today you are a student. After you graduate from this university, you will become honorable citizens and you will be in a particular station of life. And there also you need to excel and take the name of Nagaland University with pride. And this is an occasion for me to tell you all that wherever you are, in whatever position you are, you will be definitely remembered, invited, called as an alumni, and to make your contribution. I wish you all good luck in your life. I wish you the Students' Union to flourish and do concrete, constructive, developmental activities in strengthening the Nagaland University educational ecosystem. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, VC sir, for inspiring us with your vision and guidance.
This next person is familiar to all of us. He is a proud alumnus who served in Nagaland University Students' Union as the president during the tenure 2017 to 2018. Today, he has set an example for all of us, accomplishing a remarkable feat, successfully clearing the most coveted exam of our country, the Union Public Service Commission. He is the true epitome of hard work, dedication, and resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, we take this honor and privilege of inviting Mr. Chubalam Lachang on stage to share his inspiring odyssey.
First of all, I would like to praise God for giving me this wonderful opportunity to stand in front of you all. As I stand here today, I am extremely proud to be called as a student of Nagaland University. And before I say this achiever's note, I would like to take this time to thank our most respected chief case of the day, Dr. A.C. Jamir. I have always looked up to him as a statesman, and even during my life as a student leader, I have always kept him as an example, sir. Opu and Honorable Sir, I really admire you as a person, and I'm very excited to stand in front of you today. Also, I would like to take this time to thank our most respected Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university. He is a father figure for all of us. And as I sit here today in this Aka's house, I look up to him as a father, and I believe that all the students sitting out here look up to him as a father. I will also like to show my respect to our honorable former MP as well as MLA. I will also like to show my respect to the NSF team led by the Education Secretary, the current president of Nagaland University Student Union Lumami and his executive team. I will also like to thank and take this time to thank the teachers, my professors, who have shaped me and molded me to be a person as I'm studying here today. I will also like to show my respect to the non-teaching staff association, who without which the university will not run. So led by the register and the deputy registers, I would like to take this time to thank you all. And most importantly, my student friends, as I sit here today, I feel like I'm just a student. I was away from this university for nearly 5 years, and as I sit here today, I feel like I'm a student here, attending one of the programs that we have always attended the last 5 years. Today, as I'm standing here today, I am given this opportunity to say an achiever's note. But I am not actually standing here to say that I've achieved something in life, but I'm just standing here to say that my life journey has been a journey of struggle and perseverance. When I went out of this university in the year 2017, serving as the student president of this campus, I didn't know what I will do in life. But I just had one fixed goal that whatever that I am planning to do, I will do it with full dedications. And I had a promise to myself and to some professors here that when I come back, I will come back by being one or a responsible citizen of this state of Nagaland. India is aiming to become a developed nation by 2047. And as I stand here and look at all the students today, I feel that Nagaland has a lot to contribute to that growth. And as I stand here today, I would like to share my background. My name is Chubalamba Chang. I will not like to change my pronouns. Anyway, I was a student of the Department of Chemistry. I was also part of the Chambo Hostel. And I think that in my educational career, the two most important years of my life, I have spent it here today. And as I stand here and look at each one of you, the confidence that I've gained, the words that I can speak today, I have gained and learned from this university. And when I went out of this university, I felt a sense of longing and I wanted to really come back to Nagaland University to meet with friends, to look up to the teachers, and to enjoy the educational, the knowledge that was offered by this university. Now, today as I stand, I have cleared UPSC, and today, every one of you look at me as a successful candidate who have cleared UPSC. But in this UPSC journey, I have spent 5 precious years of my youth life, of my 20s, to achieve this prestigious UPSC examination. And as I stand here today, I just want to encourage my friends who will be leaving the university very soon. I am not encouraging you to only be participating or appear for UPSC examination. I have seen that there are so many talented students and friends from this university who can achieve so many things in life. Even from our own page, some of us are good politicians, upcoming good politicians. Some of us are good musicians. Some of us are good academicians. And some of us have joined administrative circle through the NPSC. And as I stand here today, I'm one of those. I just want to tell my student friends that your success will only depend on your perseverance and consistency. And as I stand here today, I know that all of you have big dreams. Your dreams to achieve success will only come when you persevere and when you follow your plans, and your plans should turn into a habit. And now, I would like to thank this university. Firstly, I would like to really thank my professors. I would like to thank them because, like I said earlier, they have shaped me as a person I am today. I would also like to remember the past presidents of Nagaland University Student Union who have guided us and who also gave us an opportunity to be a leader of Nagaland University Student Union. I would also like to take this time to remember our former leaders and our former alumni who are no more with us. Their journey, their works have shaped us to achieve this silver jubilee that we are celebrating here today. Now, there's a saying, real success requires step after step after step after step. It requires choice after choice. It demands education and passion, and commitment and persistence, and hunger and patience. So any success that will come to you will not be something that will come very easily. But during this journey, during your target, you will face so many challenges in life. As I stand here today, I thought that clearing UPSC, I will feel so happy that I will jump and shout and I will make so much noises. But the last 5 years have taught me to remain patience and humility. And when I finally found my name in the final ranking list, I just had a sense of peace in my heart that finally all the struggles of 5 years that I've suffered, I have suffered silently, that have turned into reality as I stand here today. There is also a saying that success has many parents, but failure is an orphan. Today, when I have got success, so many people with good intention have congratulated me. But in the last 5 years, I have suffered a lot. So please remember that failure is a stepping stone to success. Today, Achievers Note, I want to morally talk about your failures and your persistence. So, my dear student friends, I will always remain a student of Nagaland University. Whenever the Nagaland University wants me or needs me, I will always be a student for this university. So, my dear student friends, we are known as Mini Nagaland because we are students from different walks of life, different districts in Nagaland. So wherever you are, please remember Nagaland University Student Union Lumami. Please remember Nagaland University, and please become a responsible citizen. And we believe that if we all contribute, India having one of the largest youth population, we can contribute in such a way that India will become one of the most efficient, strongest nation that we are aiming to achieve. And I would like to thank God once again. I am not speaking in the sense of Jubilee, but I'm speaking in the sense of Achiever's Note. So I would just like to conclude with a philosopher, Soren Kierkegaard. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. So I wish all of you the very best, and may God bless Nagaland University Student Union Lumami, and may God bless Nagaland University. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chibalimba. Your journey is indeed a beacon of inspiration to all of us. We applaud your achievement and we wish you the very best for your future endeavors.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present three inspiring individuals who have made significant contributions to the Nagaland University Students' Union. May I invite Mr. Huska Sumi, the first president of the union, Sri E. Benrintang Betang, head of Political Science Department, Fazal College, Mogokchung, and the Educational Secretary of Naga Students Federation, Mr. Tamjin Toshi, to deliver their addresses. I kindly request each of you to take your time, one after the other.
Um, Good afternoon and greetings to you all. Thank you, Mr. Kim Kongwapan, Ms. Himatali. At the very outset, I would like to thank Almighty God for blessing us this opportunity. I would also like to thank Mr. Kotai, the President Nagaland University, Lumami, his colleagues, and respected members of the Jubilee Planning Committee members for this uh, time given to me. My most special thanks and a huge congratulations extends to Professor Jagdish K. Patnaik, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Nagaland University, his esteemed colleagues, both teaching and non-teaching staffs, and the entire family of the Nagaland University for having organized this grand function celebrating this Silver Jubilee of the Students' Union. In fact, I'm humbled and blessed as well to be attending this function with a national figure and one of the most popular and dynamic leaders of Nagaland, Dr. S.C. Jamir, Padma Bhushan awardee, former Chief Minister for several terms, and the governor of several states across India. He is the property of Nagas. We really love you. We really admire you, sir. Thank you so much for what you have done for the nation, particularly for the Nagas. Many addresses have been made, so in order to save time, I will stop here. I can see my own teacher some 25 years back, my respected and beloved Sir John here, and there are so many teachers here, but in order to save time, I will stop here my address. Coming to my speech, ladies and gentlemen, many good speeches have been delivered, more better speeches are coming, so I wanted to make my speech very short, right to the point and quick. To begin with, without any offenses to anyone else, I, as the first president of the Students' Union here, I think I should mention some few facts regarding the formation of the Students' Union. In short, the experiences shared with us by our seniors and the difficulties we face working under Postgraduate Students' Council have prompted us to move for an independent students' union here in 1999. Despite the best effort of the authority, the Nagaland University being very new, student community faced many challenges, problems, some of which required immediate redressal. But to our surprise, the procedure and process observed followed under post-graduation council was somewhat slow. And the fact of the matter was that the Postgraduate Students' Union was created according to the Nagaland University Act 1989 under 41 of the Statute of University, where the Dean of the Students' Welfare himself was made the chairman of the Students' Union, Students' Council. When I don't question the wisdom of the statute, perhaps such an arrangement which is well developed and not like the one we had at our time, because our university was very new. And it is very obvious that any chairman, whoever he could be or she could be, cannot simply take up the issue that the authority, his superior, does not allow him to take up. On our part as a students' leader, we are helpless. And at the same time, we cannot compromise the genuine rights and problems of the students' community. So, the situation finally reached to a breaking point at the general meeting held at cafeteria, because in those days we had no any big hall where all the students can be accommodated. So we suspended all the 7 departments. We had 7 departments back then, and we had an emergency general meeting. And in that general meeting, resolved to dissolve the Postgraduate Student Council and formed Postgraduate Students Union, making it an independent of any external control. It is quite natural that there were some misperception and doubts. But as we start working together, and that part I also appreciate the teacher. As you know, our teachers are the bridge between the authority and the student community, I should say. They played a very important role, bridging the gap between the authority and the student community. Both the student union and the authority, of course, on their part did their best in order to come together, in order to rebuild the relationship. And together, we have to remember and thank Mark and his team members. It was this group of the student body here, of the students union. I would also like to remember and thank my colleagues, the authority of the day, for their help and support. Whatever little achievement we could attain, the credit is all theirs. The credit is all theirs. I wanted to say this to the present student community, that enough legacy of excellence have been left behind by enough seniors. I wish and request that you will do the same to your juniors, as you have already declared under the theme of the Jubilee, legacy of excellence. May God bless us all. Thank you.
My dear compatriots, Ms. Himatoli and Mr. Mkong Wabang, our honored chief guests, Padma Shri Padma Bhushan Dr. S. Jamir, Vice Chancellor of Nagaland University, dignitaries, esteemed faculty and staff of this university, invitees, media fraternity, my beloved students and fellow alumni. Good afternoon to you all, and thank you, the planning committee of the Nagaland University Students Union, for inviting me on this auspicious occasion as we gather to commemorate the significant milestone in the history of the Nagaland University. It is with deep gratitude and profound humility that I stand before you today, not only as a representative of the first batch of the alumni, but also as someone who had the privilege, the distinct privilege of serving as the inaugural student leader of our esteemed institution. As we embark on this journey of reflection and celebration, it is impossible not to be swept away by a wave of nostalgia as we cast our minds back to the humble beginnings of Nagaland University 27 years ago as the first batch. Back then, our university was not merely an institution of learning, it was a dream that took root in the hearts and minds of a generation of young scholars determined to carve out their paths in the pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment. The establishment of Nagaland is a combination of years of effort and advocacy by the people of Nagaland. It was a testament of their unwavering commitment to higher education and the vision of a brighter future for the youth of the state. And so, in 1994, Nagaland University was born, a beacon of hope and opportunity for generations to come. As members of the pioneering batch, we are the trailblazers, venturing into an uncharted territory with a sense of excitement and anticipation. The road ahead was fraught with challenges, yet we were bound together by a shared vision and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Together, we laid the foundation for what we would evolve into a vibrant academic community, one that would positively nurture to come. As we commemorate on this auspicious Jubilee, now that it is essential to acknowledge an imperative aspect of this journey. While the nomenclature was initially the Students' Council, when established in November 1997, well within the university statutory norms, this year marks the 27th year of the existence of the students' body. Thus, this occasion also marks a rectification and an acknowledgement of the history in its truest sense. The first students' body formally acknowledged within the university framework. This acknowledgement adds another layer of significance to our celebrations, highlighting the resilience and evolution of student leadership within our alma mater. It is imperative to take measures to prevent any further misrepresentations or misconstrued of this acknowledgement. Therefore, it is important to emphasize the historical accuracy and institutional alignment behind the nomenclature shift. This adjustment is not about renaming, but it is about correcting past oversights. And true significance of this milestone is fully grasped and respected by everyone involved. So this fosters a sense of unity and mutual understanding among all stakeholders, strengthening our collective journey forward. Reflecting on my tenure as the first leader of the Students' Council then, it fills me with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It was a role that taught me the true leadership, the true essence of leadership, service, and responsibility. I had the privilege of representing the voices and aspirations of my student friends, my fellow students, advocating for their needs and striving to create an inclusive and a supportive environment for all. But my journey was just one thread of a rich tapestry, a tapestry of woven together by the collective efforts and contributions of students, faculty, staff, and administrators alike. To each and every one of them, we owe a debt of gratitude for their dedication, perseverance, and unwavering belief in the transformative power of education. Today, as we come together to celebrate years of academic excellence and student leadership, let us pause to reflect on the countable progress we have made and the countless lives we have touched. From our modest beginnings, this university has been producing graduates and masters who are making a difference in every corner of the globe. The journey of Nagaland University over the past 3 decades has been nothing short of extraordinary. From this humble beginning as a fledgling institution, it has grown into a powerhouse of academic excellence, attracting students and scholars far and wide. Its reputation for quality education and progressive research has continued to soar, earning its accolades and recognition on the national and international stage. As alumni of this university, we carry with us a very proud legacy, a legacy built on the pillars of intelligence, integrity, and social responsibility. We are the torchbearers of Alma Mater, entrusted with the task of upholding its reputation and advancing its mission in the world. Whether we find ourselves in the realms of academia, governance, or community service, let us strive to embody the spirit of excellence and service. Yet, as we celebrate this significant milestone, we must acknowledge that our journey does not end here. The world around us is in a constant state of change, presenting new challenges and opportunities that demand our attention and action. As stewards of Nagaland University legacy, we have a collective responsibility to ensure that our alma mater remains at the vanguard of innovation and progress. Therefore, I implore each and every one of us to embrace a proactive stance in all spheres with the status quo, but rather let us strive to push the boundaries of knowledge and excellence, whether through pioneering research, innovative pedagogy, or meaningful community engagement. Let us seize every opportunity to make a positive impact in the world around us. Furthermore, let us remember that our ultimate goal is not merely personal achievement, but the enlightenment and empowerment of future generations. As torchbearers of knowledge and wisdom, we have the power to shape minds, transform lives, and pave the way for a brighter future. Let us be bold in our vision, compassionate in our minds, and unwavering in our commitment to the pursuit of truth and enlightenment. In closing, I extend my congratulations to the Nagaland University Students' Union for this momentous occasion. May the spirit of camaraderie, wisdom, and leadership that has defined our journey thus far continues to inspire and uplift in the years to come. Together, let us continue to illuminate the path forward, ensuring that Nagaland University remains a guiding light of optimism, progress, and inspiration to all. Thank you.
Dear members of the program, most respected our honorable chief guest of the celebration, Dr. C. Jamir, Padma Bhushan awardee, former Chief Minister of Nagaland, former Governor of Odisha, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Goa. My respect to the Vice Chancellor of Nagaland University. I extend my humble and sincere respect to all the dignitaries, program participants, officials of the university, teaching staff and non-teaching staff at NU, friends, and my dear students. The president of Naga Student Federation conveyed a message that due to unavoidable coincidence of many events across Naga homeland, he couldn't be here. And he expressed his regret that he couldn't be a part of this celebration. He also extends a warm silver jubilee greetings. Thank you, Nagaland University Students Union Lumami, for the beautiful gifts. I would also like to mention a special thanks to RKM President and his officials for their company to be part of this celebration. It is with joy and pride that I stand here on behalf of Naga Students Federation to celebrate Nagaland University 25 years under the theme Legacy of Excellence, 25 years of crime. Well, over the past quarter century,
The NUSU has been a beacon in academic, social, and cultural excellence. It has nurtured the minds and talents of uncountable students. As we refer to his journey, we can't help but marvel at its achievements and the impact that it has on the life of the students and community at large. In pursuit of academic excellence, the Nagaland Student University Students Union has been working tirelessly to ensure that each and every student receives the support, guidance, and resources to excel on their chosen field. Through different initiatives, it has fostered a culture of learning and innovations, empowering students to dream big and to reach full potential. Speaking of which, to dream big, in our midst today we have Jubilee, who recently cleared the country's most prestigious exam. Congratulations, Inuchuba. Let his achievement be an inspiration to the youngsters, and let it be a testimony that it's not only when we go out of the state or somewhere and study, that only then you can clear all those exams. The legacy of Nagaland University Students Union towards academic excellence club up with social changes as well. It has been advocating the rights and welfare for the students, which resonates with the Naga culture. When we talk about the rights of the students, me as an alumni of this Sidam down there, Dimapur, I still remember there were many strikes way back then. All we were trying to do was voicing out our rights. And I would like to honor and to those all leaders of Nagaland University. It's only because of your timely intervention in voicing out for the rights of the students that the Nagaland University it is what it is today, only because of your contribution. The commitment of the NUSU for equality in diversity stands as a shining example for all of us to follow. As we celebrate this momentous occasion, let us not only look back with gratitude, but also look forward with renewed determination and zeal. Let us uphold the legacy of excellence that the Nagaland University Students Union has established. Let us strive for an even better tomorrow for the generations to come. Congratulations, Nagaland University Students Union Lumami on 25 years of time. May your legacy inspire us and uplift us. May God bless Nagaland University Students Union Lumami. May God bless NSF. Koknaling.
Thank you all for your invaluable contributions and insights. We greatly appreciate them all.
To uplift the joyous spirit of celebration, we now call upon the Jubilee Choir to grace us with their jubilant song.
Thank you, Jubilee Choirs, for the beautiful and melodious performance. The Jubilee Souvenir is more than just a memento. It is a tangible piece of history that encapsulates our journey, achievements, and shared experiences, serving as a bridge between the past, present, and future. With this significance in mind, may I now invite Professor H. John Sima, former Dean of Student Welfare, to do us the honor of releasing the Jubilee Souvenir.
To save time, I just want to say very shortly regarding in order to celebrate and to commemorate and commensurate the occasion of 25 Silver Jubilee. We are just going to release our Silver Jubilee souvenir. And it will be the fitness of the team that our one of the most statement is here in our midst. And for that, I would like to request our honorable chief guest, Dr. Asi Jamir, Padma Bhushan Awardee, to come over here and release the Jubilee celebration souvenir. And I also would like to request our honorable Vice Chancellor to share the dice with our honorable chief guest, also Dean Student of Welfare, Professor Wang Shinanla, and also the PGS NSU President, Mr. Patai, and Ms. Ati Senla to come over.
Thank you so much, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to introduce our next distinguished guest, a figure who has played a key role in the formation of the state of Nagaland and has further established himself as a prominent architect of the state. He has made monumental contributions in laying the foundation of this very institution. A Padma Bhushan awardee, former Chief Minister of Nagaland and former Governor of Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Odisha, we are privileged to have gracing our chief guest, the Honorable Dr. S.C. Jamir. Sir, the stage.
Vice Chancellor, office bearers of Nagaland University Students Union, and my dear young friends. I'm indeed extremely happy to be here. I have come here not as a chief guest only. Oh man, I've come here as a mission to tell you the truth as to where we stand. The Jubilee song, which you have signed now, it loudly speaks about the minds, the vision, and the ambition of young people of Nagaland. Very peculiar subjects, very unusual. and that is Nagas on nerve. We're confounded. We're dismayed. We have been cowed down. So Nagas are thoroughly unnerved today. I hope we're monster under which we are truth. Therefore, in order to bring about sanity, who had to build up, who had this land. Now you should know where you are. And you should also know weapon which you are lacking today. Truth, you're known as brave people, honest people, upright people, frank people. But that virtue is no longer there. And therefore, I want in a very this lucid way, I want to tell you, discuss. We have to discuss what kind of a world the world of the Naga should be. Otherwise, today this is confusing. Every day, political leaders speak against Naga. What is that? I think you young, you are much more enlightened than us. You have much more broader knowledge than us. And therefore, Naga should not be confused by this English word uniqueness. One institution, one object. Don't attach so much. And those people, like pioneers of Naga movement, you're committed people. And not only committed, dedicated. And NNC had very clear vision of the future. It has political ideology. It has political vision. And it had defined responsibility for the welfare of the people of Nagaland and their future. They have heroically sacrificed their all, everything. Fizu never had a vehicle. Fizu never had a home. Ingomaran also, Gaito also, Kokato, no home. But they gave their all for the future of Nagaland. And at their time, whatever they have done, it was according to the circumstances and situation. That is God. But today we are living in a different environment. Political, economic, social, everything. But unfortunately in Nagaland, whether it is underground leaders or overground leaders, they only talk about the past. And I have been telling in every meeting, millions and millions of yesterday have gone by, never to return. Millions and millions of tomorrow have also gone by, never to return. But today, it is always with you, and it shall be with you forever. And therefore, you have to take care of today, the present. But our leaders, unfortunately, since they have totally forgotten today or present, they talk about past. Can you get any dividend from the past? No. Past is only reference. Tomorrow is for anticipation. But today is in your hand. And therefore, whatever we have to do, we have to do it keeping in mind the present circumstances, the present environment, the present atmosphere. Then, on that basis, what kind of future you would like to design? What kind of future you would like to design? I think we have to concentrate on that. Should we make the foundation of Nagaland on sandy soil or on rock? I think we want to build our house on the rock, on the sandy soil. And I believe you young generation, unlike us, you're different in your functioning, in your thinking, in your vision. Because for us, we knew only Nagaland in those days. But now, the world is in your hand. Mobile, television is there. During our time, we were talking only about telephone, but it's discarded now. Why? It is not relevant. Now you're talking about digital age. You talk about only about computer science. We'll never dream of it. And therefore, your world is different from our world. And therefore, your mindset should be, they have not changed your mind. That is why we are stuck up here. Are we to remain only as Lilliputians? Grow like giants? Are there two choices? If we are satisfied to be Lilliputian side, it's all right. But I don't believe you young generation would like to be like giant, not like Lilliputians. And therefore, the means which we are following today, the approaches which we are bringing today, this is irrelevant. Why? Under the contemporary political, economic, social realities, your thinking, I mean, we should update our thinking, our approach, our way of living, our style of living. We have to update. And unless you update it, then Nagaland will always remain dwarf. Why? It is because of our own fault. So should we cherish this process, or we have to think about something better than what we are doing now? And in order to bring this, my all main idea is, why not criticize each other? Why? Why not forgive each other? They tried to kill me 4 times, but I said, I forgot. Father, they knew not what they do. That's spirit. All the time criticizing Rio also not good. All the time criticizing this Moeba, Kitopi, or it's not good. They are our own men. I know that they are always criticizing me, but I own mine. So I'm the target. But I always say, yes, yes, all right. Let them do it. At least if they can quench their anger with me, I'll be the happiest person. At least I'll be somebody where they can quench their anger. Well, I welcome them. When I was chief minister, people used to criticize, yes, yes, yes. Criticize me. Because for a leader, criticism is like a vitamin. You learn. But why should you react? We should treat criticism as vitamin A, B, C. Observe it. Because when there's something wrong with, they pointed out, so I said, I think I have something wrong. I'll correct. So I always take it as a vitamin. In this way, we have to develop tolerance of each other. And what to do is that now we have been under subjugation of violence for nearly 50 years. And what has been the consequence? Now our people are divided, completely divided. This is nothing to do except to criticize. And that has become our culture. And is it a good culture? Is it a progressive culture? No. No. We're committing suicide today. Don't blame government of India or China or Pakistan. We have to blame ourselves. And if you realize that a present predicament is our own creation, I think that will be the greatest achievement for young people like you. You look into it. Because there is a song, and this moral rearmament. If you point one finger to others, then three fingers are pointing at you. You also have the faith. Why not? We also look into it. In English, we call it introspection, retrospection. I think it is necessary for introspection and retrospection also. And I wish that younger generation, enlightened, educated one, why not? You also consciously study, analyze what had really gone wrong with our elders. What had gone wrong with Jamir? You try to analyze me. What had gone wrong with Moiba, with Rio, or with others, elderly people? Analyze and try to understand. And don't blindly follow what I say or other people say. Because you know what is best for you, your generation. That's why I said, today we require good war. In war parlance, when war is there, we have to defeat the enemy. We have to crush them. We have to make them surrender. We have to enslave them. And that is the approach in real war. And what is the arsenal of the war? AK-47, explosive, bomb, even nuclear armament will be in the arsenal. But in the Cold War, what should be the arsenal? One is goodwill, love, compassion, reconciliation, unity. These are the weapons of good war. And today, we want that weapon in Nagaland to solve this problem. We know. So, we have to prepare the ground. Now, since they have spent so many years, whether it is rightly or wrongly, it doesn't matter. So, when they come back, I think we should have deep spirit. We should understand their psychology. To Iraq, to Afghanistan, because army, you're told to kill, to fight. How to fight, how to be rude. So it's a great family problem. That's why cooling period is given 2 months thinking, normal behavior. Consideration. These are the weapons of this good war. And then alone, we shall be able to overcome the, I think, Himalayan blunder which our people have committed during these 50 years. That's one. Then what is the best approach for us? Let us be true to what is already achieved. Now, after 20 years of political dialogue, and perhaps during these 20 years of political dialogue, whether it is IM or NPBGs, they might have discussed every word, every sentence of issues connected with Naga politics, be it the Seventh Commission, be it plebiscite, be it sovereignty, be it constitution, be it flag. They might have digested. Only after 20 years, they have unanimously decided to convert it into document, political document. On 3rd August 2015, they have signed, known as Framework Agreement. On 17 November 2017, they have also signed another one, agreed position. And there, sovereignty is not there, integration also not there. Very clear. And all the competencies which they are talking about now, it shall have to be incorporated in the Indian. And that competencies, when it is converted into constitutional form, it will appear like Article 371A. Then about civil constitution, civil flag. According to my understanding, since you are professor of political science, constitution as well as flag, these are the attributes of a sovereign independent country. But when sovereignty is not there, then automatically it is part of Indian constitution. And from the very beginning, Government of India said, no question of sovereignty. If you read 1947 agreement, the last clause within Naga National Council and Akbar Hydri, after expiry of 10 years, the Naga National Council will be asked whether to continue the same arrangement or a new arrangement could be made. That was the word. But Naga National Council said, after expiry of 10 years, Nagas will be free to choose their own form of government. But government said no, so deadlock. Remember. That is the reason why in the recent agreement, sovereignty didn't agree. And this is according to contemporary political realities. And everyone has recognized. And therefore, whatever has been prepared, whatever has been signed, only this is possible under the present circumstances. Now, the other issue of sheer sovereignty. So some people ask me, about your political science will be able to explain better. What my explanation is, I have tried to read all the constitution of the world when I was student of law. But there's no provision whatsoever in any constitution sharing sovereignty. Why? In a sovereign country, you cannot have two sovereignty. So in Indian constitution, no shared sovereignty there. But 7th schedule of the Constitution of India define central list, state list, country list. Sharing of sovereign subjects, but not sovereignty. Because sovereignty is like a soul. Expression of the soul is body. So constitution of India. That is the expression of Indian sovereignty. That's the reason we, the people of India, having resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, so on and so forth. We, that is the people, they are the sovereign people. The people are misinterpreting. So when we say we, all of us are included, and therefore sovereignty is not divisible. But sovereign subjects is divisible according to 7th schedule of the Constitution of India. So I want to, at least people ask me, I said, that is my explanation. Your sovereignty cannot be shared. That's one. Even uniqueness, as I have explained to you, is not a preserve of Naga people. Number two. Another one, they talk about 60 point, but I said, there's no 60 point now. We're living in a state, and the list of 60 point is 371A in the Constitution of India. So why are you using this 60 point? If you want to do something, do more than this. But it is already there. It's no 60 point. So I want to enlighten you young people. There is no 16 point now. Only state of Nagaland. That is the embodiment of 16 point. And our safeguard is 371A. Besides that, no more 16 point. So if any Naga leader asks about 16 point now, I think they don't know what is the meaning of 16 point. Lastly, but not the least, if Nagaland has to survive, if Nagaland has to grow, if Nagaland has to catch up the rest of the world, let us first restore the truth. Nagas were known as truthful, upright, courageous. And let us remove the scepter of typical source hanging over our head. And this is possible only when settlement comes. They have already signed. Everything is signed. Why not public rest of us? And in order to carry this message, I even urge among young people, why don't you raise a Salvation Army of Nagas to salvage the hopes and aspirations of the Naga people in tune with the current political reality. Then and then only we shall be able to walk hand in hand with the rest of the people. We shall be able to speak as freely as any other people in the world. And therefore this time, the Silver Jubilee of Nagaland University, the first university in Nagaland, laid this foundation. Upon this foundation, let us build the edifice of a new Nagaland, which is united, peaceful, progressive, and I think which should be the envy of the rest of the country. And I believe the entire resources are here. And let these resources be a blessing for the betterment of Naga future. God bless Nagaland. God bless Nagaland. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the visionary and impactful talk. We greatly appreciate the inspiration you have brought to us today.
Celebrating 25 years, we recognize this milestone as an accomplishment deserving of celebration and honor. With deep reverence and gratitude, we invite all of you to take a glimpse through the glorious journey of the Nagaland University Students' Union, Lumami, through a brief presentation of music and memories. I once again welcome on stage the Jubilee Choir for a special presentation entitled May the road rise to meet you.
Thank you, choir, for the heartwarming performance. To close the program, may I call upon our Deputy Registrar and Secretary of Jubilee Planning Committee, Sri Kahoshi Sumi, to deliver the word of thanks.
Very good afternoon, all of you. I, on behalf of the Silver Jubilee Planning Committee, the office bearers of NUSU, and on my own behalf, stand here to proffer the vote of thanks. At the outset, I thank the Almighty for blessing us this wonderful day, enabling us to successfully conduct and conclude the Silver Jubilee celebration of the NUSU. I take this opportunity to offer our profound gratitude to our Honorable Dr. S.C. Jamir Padma Bhushan, former Chief Minister of Nagaland and former Governor of Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Odisha, for gracing this celebration as the chief guest. Thank you, sir, for sharing your wisdom and vision to the younger generation. I pray that the present and coming generation do not shy away from the responsibility that will be entrusted upon their shoulder to turn ours into a utopian society. I would also like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor J.K. Patnaik, for delivering the Jubilee message. Sir, your support and unwavering commitment to the university in general and the students in particular has made possible this celebration to come to fruition. Thank you, sir. I also extend my sincere gratitude to Sri C. Apok Jamir, former MLA and former MP, for your gracious presence amongst us this day. I convey my heartfelt gratitude to all the pioneers of this union for having taken the pains in bringing to formation this union. The first chairman, Dr. Lanu Sosang, the first vice chairman, Mr. Benritham, of course now Dr. Benritham, of the PGSC, and the first president of the PGSU, Mr. I. Huskasema. Your sweat and toils have not been in vain and are now bearing fruits for all to see. I extend my thanks to all the participants of the program for having graciously accepted the responsibility given to you for the successful conduct of this program. The compeers, Mr. Imko Wapang and Ms. Himatuli, for leading the program to a successful conclusion. Mr. Yang Lopongan, Associate Pastor, MTBA, for offering the Jubilee Thanksgiving prayer. Mr. Kotai, President of NUSU, for delivering the welcome address and obituary. Professor B. Kilangla, former DSW, for carrying out the presentation. Professor Deepak Sinha, President NUTA L. Mr. Bisegyu Santam, General Secretary of NUNSA Lumami. Mr. I. Huskasema, First President of PGSU. Dr. E. Benrithang Patan, Head of Department Political Science, FSC. Mr. Temjan Tushi, Education Secretary of NSF, for your speeches. Runners-up of the 37th All India University National Western Group Song Competition, the Jubilee Choir, for captivating the Jubilee celebrations with your melodious voices. I thank you. Mr. Chubalamba Chang, UPSC, for sharing your success story. You are one of the proud gems of an alumnus of this university. Thank you for your presence here. Professor John Sema, former DSW, for releasing the Jubilee Souvenir. I also would like to thank Mr. Lanudushi Iyer, President of AKM, for being with us this day. I thank our respective deans of school, the entire teaching faculty, senior professors, and all the teachers, the finance officer, and also the registrar in charge, the controller of examination, and also director in charge of CDC, our senior officers, and all the staffs of the university for your benign presence today. I thank our former NUSU and PGSU executives and alumni who are here joining us in celebrating the Jubilee. The esteemed members of various committees and subcommittees, office bearers of the present batch, the students, volunteers, and everyone who have worked tirelessly behind the scene for the success of this Jubilee, I thank you all. Your hard work will surely be reflected in the success in your life. I also take this opportunity to thank the Nagaland University Authority and also various sponsors who have helped in ensuring this Jubilee a grand success. Finally, I thank all the audience for your presence, without which our jubilation would not have been grand. Your presence has added another level of joy and grandeur to our celebration. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your eloquent word of thanks. Now, to end this program, shall we all rise to our feet to sing the national anthem?
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जगधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Here's the information. I would like to take this time to request the following members: the former executives of NUSU ELT, representative from Schools of Agricultural Sciences, School of Engineering and Technology, Merima Campus, statutory officers, President of NUTA, General Secretary of NUTSA, Nagaland University Research Scholars Forum, Nagaland University Christian Fellowship, Evangelical Union Nagaland University, and Chief Prefects from PG Women's and Men's Hostel to kindly collect the memento and souvenir of stage after the program.
As we wrap up this grand celebration of our 25th Jubilee, we extend heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. Your presence and efforts have truly elevated this event to new heights. And as we anticipate the Jubilee feast, we extend a cordial invitation to all our distinguished guests, invitees, and their entourages to lead the way, followed by the students. Special arrangements have been made for officers, faculty, staff, research scholars, and alumni inside the hallway, and for the students outside the auditorium building. Separate vegetarian tables have also been prepared, so I request each and every one to kindly share in the joy and partake in the feast. Thank you all very much and have a delightful afternoon.